So camera shy. It's morning at the cottage. Just had a great Thanksgiving weekend here. I'm heading back into the city, but I'll show you a couple clips from this weekend.
She doesn't know how to market her art. Right.
Does she have a boyfriend?
Yes, she does. He's an artist.
Hi guys, it's the real Lucas Fraser here.
No, he was right.
Yeah, he can drive. He just can't, he can't drive without a licensed driver.
You're a shark.
Nope. I'm so incredibly grateful to have had this place in my life. Not only just, now, last few years, but I've had this spot on this lake in this amazing country for my entire life. It has been a constant throughout everything. I've had loving grandparents who live here. I've had an amazing home, and I'm just incredibly grateful. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and if there was one thing in my life for which I could give thanks, it would be my family and our memories at this amazing place. I'm going to show you right now. Look where I am, and look how beautiful it is here. It's just so beautiful out here. I just love it. This weather. Have to go though. Gotta get back to the city, there's always stuff to do. Okay, I'm back at the house now. Today's theme is the only useful concepts you learn in business school. Hey LP?
Yeah.
So like, if you were to go to business school,
What
what are the main things that you remember that you can apply everywhere?
You'll have to let me think about it.
Okay, when I come back, you can hear your answer. Yeah, it's so rainy. Okay, today's theme is things that you learn in business school that are useful everywhere in life. Number one, opportunity cost. For everything that you do, there's always something that you're passing up. So, the gist of opportunity cost is that for every project that you are doing, the cost includes projects you could be doing. And my favorite example of this is with time. So for everything that you could be learning or doing, like say when you're watching Netflix, the opportunity cost of that activity, watching Netflix, is reading a book or learning or talking to somebody or doing something productive with your time. That's where I think opportunity cost applies. That's number one. I'm back with Lauren. Remember her from the last vlog?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, so going with today's theme of business concepts that you can apply in your daily life, what's your idea, Lauren?
So I like to use the sigmoid curve as a theory for the things that I do.
That's mine.
Way! So I kind of think that when I'm getting to the end of something and I've reached its peak and I don't see it going anywhere any further, I like to start and build off something related but completely different. So kind of the end of the curve and starting a new one.
Great thought. Thanks, Lauren.
Trying to study.
Okay, finally heading home from the school. It's around 7 o'clock. The final rule is the 80-20 rule. And in business, it's that 20% of your customers get 80% of your profit. And what I think is significant about that one is that, for example, how it can apply to your regular life is that 20% of your activities bring you 80% of your happiness. But the important part is that you need to have the full 100% in order to get to the point where you have the 20%. So you always need to try all the different options, go through as many opportunities and options as you can, so that you can find the 20% and commit to those 20%, but treat every opportunity with equal weight until you know what the 20% are. So to summarize, the first rule, opportunity cost. There's always a cost of passing up a project when you take one on. Number 2 is the sigmoid curve or the S curve, which is that every project, product, life, event, whatever, follows a life cycle with an S. And before it starts to curve over and become worse, you have to start a new one so you can continue to progress forward. And the third one is the 80-20 rule. 20% of your customers get 80% of the profit. 3 very useful rules, worth following. You don't need to go to business school, just learn those. Anyway, those are my 3 main tips, the main lessons that I've learned in business school so far. I'm still learning, I'm still here. But the opportunity cost, I think about all the time. Like, opportunity cost is such a useful concept. Even just as a way to consider how you use your time. Like, I'm about to sit down and do work. I'm sure I'll spend a little while, on Facebook and stuff like that. But if I spend 20 minutes on Facebook when I could have spent that 20 minutes watching a TED Talk, just doing something productive, that really adds up. So, I'll show you this. This is super fun. That's why on my Facebook newsfeed, I use this. It's a newsfeed disabler. It just removes your newsfeed and replaces it with a motivational quote so that you don't get distracted too much. It's super useful. It's actually crazy increased my productivity. Okay, back to the business concept thing. This is LP, my roommate.
Hi.
Got an idea.
So like from my perspective, like obviously I'm an accountant, obviously. And the one thing I feel like you should definitely retain and is the most useful thing for me as a personal, not an accountant, is my tax class. Tax was so useful, not because I'm doing this on a almost daily basis, but just because I feel like one needs to know like the basic concepts just to live comfortably.
I agree with that. I dropped it. I left accounting and I still agree with what he said.
No, but it's true though. Like,
It's true. I think what I'm going to do from now on is just put a short section on Facebook and then do the full vlog on YouTube. So if you want to see the full video, go to YouTube. And if not, then just watch the Facebook video.